Good afternoon. So pretty much I was asking this question. I ask a lot of questions, a lot of times. And I was thinking, if you could choose your own apocalypse, would you rather have, the traditional zombies, which we know all about, the good, the bad, the ugly, benefits, disadvantages, the usual. We've seen it all done before. We've watched The Walking Dead. We've watched Dawn of the Dead. We've watched 28 Days Later. Okay, we know how apocalypse by zombies works. Or, always a good option, space monkeys. But, rabid space monkeys. So pretty much, apes in the sky flying their own, space shuttles. Except now they've been infected with the disease and they come down to Earth and there's really no escape from them, because we can't go into space to get away, the whole Earth infected by space monkeys, and then what? Jesus Christ, those kids are loud. So I said, third option, you've got your zombies, your rabid space monkeys, and then tiny microscopic creatures. Flesh-eating microscopic creatures. They're like this big. They're not even that big. They're tinier. They're like the size of a cell. They're like cell size. And they're just eating at your flesh. And it's just this tiny little pinch that you don't notice. People don't notice until suddenly they're sick. They're like leeches, but a lot worse. Because you can at least see leeches and get rid of them. But, yeah, these guys, they latch onto your skin. And then they start eating your flesh off, and before you know it, you've got like half of your arm missing, because they ate it all off, but they're too tiny to see. They're not visible to the human eye. That's the whole point. I think that's obviously the worst answer, but I thought it was pretty clever that I thought of that. So, yeah. In that instance, I think we'd all go with zombies, but maybe not. You see, the zombies, they provide an emotional conflict, because everyone's dying, obviously, including family members. So then you see your dead family members, you don't want to kill your best friend Joe from middle school, even in a zombie form. Like, he always gave you the answers to the algebra homework, you sat at each other's lunch table a couple times, it was a special bond. Now you gotta kill this kid, he hasn't done anything to you. Like, yeah, he was trying to eat your children now, but there's really nothing you can do, though it can be upsetting. With the space monkeys, no emotional connection. Unless you're one of those people who's really into the theory of evolution, and you feel like, you feel a bond towards our, prehistoric primates. But I don't think there are too many of those people, and therefore, natural selection. Like, if you have an attachment to monkeys, then you should probably die anyway. No offense to anyone watching who has an attachment to monkeys. It's just how things would go in the real world. This is all theoretical, of course, we know this. So zombies can have an emotional disattachment for you. Monkeys, not really a problem, but I think, since they've inhabited space, that causes a bit of a problem. Like, if we don't have space and then the whole world is screwed, then where do you go next? Because obviously by then primates have been living in the galaxy long enough. They've taken over the Milky Way. There's not much left to go there from now. We haven't gone out of our own galaxy. They have. We're at the clear disadvantage here, so no one would want that either. And just the fact of having tiny little bugs that you can't even see slowly eat your flesh off, that's obviously a bad one. You can't get rid of them. Like, a large force, yeah, it's intimidating, but you can take it down. You can see what it's doing. Like, if you're being hunted by Godzilla, at least you can see where he's coming from, Easier to hide, I guess. Tiny little bugs, you can't see them. Zombies are the easiest. I could take down a zombie. Well, thanks for having this discussion with me. I thought, what else to discuss than possible apocalyptic theories on a beautiful, sunny, 82-degree Tuesday. Thank you for joining me in this very serious discussion, and please leave your thoughts in the comments below. And, I don't know, you tell me. Zombies are the obvious answer here, right?